welcome to my channel, and today we'll be doing mathematics, and under mathematics we'll be talking about metrics. Metrics is a topic that many of us have been finding very difficult to understand, and many of us feel like is a very difficult topic. But here is metrics simplified to your level. If you're a beginner and you've never done metrics before, then this video is for you. Or if you're a beginner and you've done metrics before, but then you're still struggling to understand it, I highly recommend that you watch my lessons. So this is the first lesson, and today we will be talking about the introductory part of matrix. But ever seen the movie called Matrix? Yes, where we had computers doing a lot of crazy stuffs. Now, why did I mention the movie? The movie has a relationship to actually do with what matrix actually is. Matrix is used in computer science. Matrix is also used in engineering and used in different other fields. Now, let's get right into what matrix is. What really is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers, symbols, or expressions in rows and columns. We know what numbers are: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1, -3, those are numbers. Symbols could be plus, minus, times, addition, like that. Or expressions, like having something like 2x, 3x, 4y, like that. What is the difference between rows and columns, or how can we understand what rows and columns are? So what are rows? Rows goes horizontally from left to right, while columns goes vertically from top to bottom. For example, let's see this matrix below. The elements in the first row are 2, 4, and the elements in the second row are 5, 6. The elements in the first column are 2, 5, and the elements in the second column are 4, 6. That's just what rows and columns are. Now let's move to what dimension of a matrix. What are dimensions of a matrix, or what is the dimension of a matrix? Dimension of a matrix is simply the order of the matrix. How do we mean by the order of the matrix? How the matrix will be written as. I'm sure you must have heard of 2 by 2 matrix, 3 by 3, 2 by 3, 4 by 5, all of those. Now, how do we understand those? Now, what is dimension? Dimension is simply just the number of rows multiplied by the number of columns. How do I mean? If we have this matrix A, we have the elements 2, 4, 5, 6. Now, how do we say this matrix is? The number of rows in this matrix are how many? Let's count. 1, 2. The number of columns, 1, 2, which means this is a 2 by 2 matrix. You could have 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, all of those. Now, let's talk about elements of a matrix. What are elements of a matrix? Now, let's understand what an element is first. An element of a matrix is simply any single number inside the matrix. How do I mean by any single number inside the matrix? For example, we have this matrix A. Now, this matrix A is a 2 by 3 matrix. Why do we call it a 2 by 3 matrix? It has 2 rows and 3 columns. Now, it is a 2 by 3 matrix. Now, let's look at how we can understand elements. Now, elements are denoted using double subscripts. How do I mean? For example, in an element A, if you are looking for a particular element, you write it in subscript ij. How do I mean by ij? I is the number of rows, I is the row number, and then j represents the column number. For example, what is the element in first row, first column? The element in the first row, first column is 2. First row, first column, 2. What is the element in the first row, second column? The element in the first row, second column is 4. What is the element in the first row, third column? The element in the first row, third column is -1. What is the element in the second row, first column? The element in the second row, first column is 5. So here's an assignment for you. If you have watched this video to the end, you would get this assignment, and drop your answers in the comment section. If you are on my WhatsApp platform, you can drop your answers on my DM if you're a learner that watched this video. Now, I would like you to find the elements in the second row, second column, and then the elements in the second row, third column. Let me see you on my comment section. See you in the next video. In the next video, we'll be going into types of matrices, how we can understand different types of matrices. We'll be going into those. Thank you for watching to the end. Stay tuned for the next lesson. See you in the next video.